People are saying these might be the best soup dumplings in NYC. Let's find out. I'm here at Nan Xiang Xiao, a Chinese restaurant that specializes in Shanghai cuisine. The original location is in Flushing, and expanded to Midtown and the East Village. I'm in the Midtown location during lunch hour, and it gets full pretty quickly. Just like the name suggests, they're best known for their soup dumplings. If you're worried that you don't know Chinese, or you don't really know the dishes, don't worry. Their menu has English and also comes with pictures so you won't get lost. As for the price, it's pretty reasonable for NYC standards. If you want to sample everything, you need to get the Lucky 6 platter. It has 6 different soup dumplings and costs $14.50. First up is the classic soup dumpling. It's filled with pork and has a nice rich pork-based broth. If you ask me, the best way to eat it is to first take a bite from the top and then drink the soup. After that, you pour some of the dumpling vinegar on it and eat it.
The classic soup dumpling's okay. It's a good dumpling, but it doesn't really have that wow factor.
Next up is the crab meat and pork soup dumpling. It's the same thing as the original, but with crab meat mixed in, which makes it taste better.
The classic with crab is solid, but maybe it's because I grew up eating Joe's Shanghai a lot. I don't think it's that good compared to Joe's Shanghai, and I prefer Joe's Shanghai over it.
After that is the chicken soup dumpling. It has a chicken-based broth instead of pork.
Using chicken-based soup is different than how it's normally made, but props for something new, although I prefer the normal pork-based soup over this.
Next up is the truffle dumpling. It's like the original, but with a strong truffle flavor.
The truffle one has me conflicted. It has a nice truffle taste, but I'm not sure if truffle belongs on soup dumplings.
I like the creativity of using a Western ingredient for Eastern food, but I'm not sure how to feel about the taste. Second to last is the luffa, shrimp, and pork soup dumpling. Even though it's green, the dumpling still has pork inside.
The green one was a nice surprise, and it was pretty refreshing. The veggie makes the soup have a much cooler taste profile compared to the regular one with pork.
Last up is the scallop and pork dumpling.
The red one's supposed to have scallops, but I didn't really taste any scallops.
In the end, the green one ended up as my favorite, which was a surprise since I thought I would like it the least. This is why you gotta try everything with an open mind. Shanghai cuisine is also known for these pan-fried buns. They're a classic comfort food option that's crispy on the outside and filled with delicious pork meat inside.
The crab and pork buns are great. They really hit as comfort food. The outside is crispy and doughy, while the inside is filled with juicy pork. However, I prefer the soup dumplings over this, since the soup dumplings have soup.
I'd suggest you to get the regular version without the crab. That's $1 cheaper, since you can't taste any crab at all. There's all-day breakfast, so of course I have to get the Scallion Pancake with beef. It's normally a street food, and people eat it outside breakfast hours as well. Some people just get the Scallion Pancake without any meat. It comes with hoisin sauce, which is sweet with some hints of umami.
The pancake is nice and crispy, but if it wasn't for the hoisin sauce, the beef wouldn't have that much taste. This item is normally eaten as breakfast, and honestly it's a pretty good breakfast since it's light and it won't make you tired.
I needed some spice, so I got the noodles with shredded beef and pepper. No matter which cuisine you get, beef and noodles is a tried and true classic. The spice comes from some spicy peppers. However, beef at Chinese restaurants can be very hit or miss, so let's see if this dish will be any good.
The beef noodles have just the right amount of spice for my taste, and I think most people should be able to handle it. The sauce is flavorful and the noodles are soft. However, the beef isn't the best quality, but that doesn't hurt the quality of this dish.
Here are my final thoughts. The soup dumplings were solid, although I had better in other places. My other complaint is that the soup dumplings break apart pretty easily, so the soup spills out, and that the skin could be softer. The other dishes were solid, and they're a good introduction to Chinese food if you don't often try Chinese food. It's not super greasy like local Chinese American food, so you won't leave feeling tired and bloated. I mentioned before that I prefer Joe's Shanghai over Nan Xiang. I used to go to it a lot when it was in its original Chinatown location on Pell Street before they moved. Their skin is softer and the soup is more flavorful. However, since moving to Bowery, it hasn't been as good, but that might just be the nostalgia talking. I might have to do a separate video on Joe's Shanghai. Do you like soup dumplings? Leave a comment below and check out the video on the end screen if you want to see more NYC food content.